Hey folks, welcome back. I'm here at the Crusader Hall. I wanted to get a perspective on how tall the AA variant is compared to the regular variant. Man, it just looks so good. And is that deployable I think I can rent it. Yeah, rent. We'll see if we can get it in because that'll kind of make a judgment on whether I want to pick one up or not. The problem is the reloading. So here behind us, I believe we have the A2. So this is the bomber variant, and you can see that you can still get. Oh no, they got these bays back here, so you can still get it in from the front. You just have limited access from the rear, and these bombs just do a crazy amount of damage. It's just the price point is just too much. It's too much. And then you have the C2 and the M2, and later on the M2, when they do actually implement like armor in the game, the M2 is supposed to have a lot more survivability, but it's got the same cargo hold. You can see that the inside is the same. And it's got an extra turret. I think it's got an extra. Oh, I almost killed myself. It's got an extra. There's a turret there on the bottom. There's one on the beak, and then there's one on the back up here as well. Let me see. Yeah, up there, right? And then you can see where the C variant doesn't have the one on the beak. I believe it's just got the one that's underneath and the one on the back. Yeah, just the one underneath and then the one on the back. So right now in its current stage, they're very, very similar except the default component layout and the amount of cargo that it holds. But the layout, like the physical layout, it is the same. Let's see, this lines up right here with the back of the bottom of the elevator. So the amount of stuff physical stuff like tanks and vehicles, is the same. But later on, they'll go through once more gameplay mechanics are implemented. I'm doing air quotes, implemented. They, it's going to be one of those things where it's okay. Yeah, you can see. Look, it's the exact same. So for stuff in here, I think upstairs there's a different cargo layout. I mean, a different crew configuration as well. But I find that if I got to do gameplay stuff, I find that I just get in this one because yes, you can make more money with more cargo in the other one, but it's the component downgrade is so significant. It takes you twice as long to get across the galaxy. Plus, this has a little bit better firepower as well. Let's see. We got Hall 4. Let's go Hall 4. Should kick me out over there. We'll just blast through here real quick. I'm waiting to see when they implement the armor. There's supposed to be a couple armor sets and like weapon racks that they're supposed to stick in here. Okay, back here we have the Infernos and the Mercury. I would just stay out of this hall. There's nothing back here that's very good in the gameplay loop. Like the Mercury, man, there's a lot of people who really like it, but it's just not my thing. It's way too big. It's just not. It's kind of squishy. Doesn't have a lot of firepower. It's funny, they had the mining stuff every day. They got the mining thing here. The rock gameplay loop is fantastic. The problem is you just don't make that much money. It's not profitable. Like it's a lot of fun. It's just not profitable. There's so many other things you can do. Okay, so here we got the C1 and the A1, and it's a good size, a high level of high fidelity. Here you have the tractor beam. It's a little jank. It's a little jank because we're trying to get cargo and bring it in and loop it around and stuff it in the back. But it's nice though, is because from its original concept design, they did increase the size. So now you can do the 232 SEU large containers in the back. And you know, this is kind of like they have the same components. So they both are relatively, they got military grade components. So they get around quick and they quantum drive quick. And so here's the bomber variant. And just the level of fidelity on this is great. Let's see. I think the one issue still is, though, is the weapons rack. It doesn't, you can't physically put stuff in there yet. You know, you can't, so it's not, it still needs a little bit. And you know, how come they don't have beverages in here? Right? How come they don't have MREs in here? They do it on some, but they don't do it on all of them. And it's kind of, it just brings that extra level, you know, that little stuff is what gets me excited. But these are good ships. They're good ships. You know, I think you'll have one of the kind of the dynamic issues with Star Citizen is the ship experience greatly impacts your gameplay experience. And if you kind of get misled by the marketing material, you end up melting your ship and kind of going through the paradox shift of what is good and what is not good. And you know, like they've been marketing this tractor beam stuff for a long time, and once it's implemented, we're finding out that some ships, some vehicles, that it's a very poor implementation. And so now radically, like the Cutlass Black, you know, it was kind of like your mainstay for a long time, but now that we have the tractor beam, it's a dumpster fire. It's not completely non-functional in one of its major roles. And so it kind of needs like a little bit of redesign on the back end to get it to work right. Let's see. So we'll go hit the tumbrils and then we'll be done. I don't want to stretch this out too long. So that was Hall 4 and 5 is where they had the Crusaders. Not that many people here, surprisingly. Let's see what they have for the tumbrils. Wow. They got voice dialogue for the... That's crazy. That's okay, here's the tumbrils. This is kind of what I wanted to see. So here's the racing variant. Okay, and you can see that it is quicker. I like that cherry red. It is quicker. And then here's the kind of like your multi-role default. And see, here's got the cargo bay in the back. And this is like the sweet spot because you basically have a pickup truck. And you can put the 1ACU cargo thing in there. And it's just so functional. It's so functional. And then this one is... this is supposed to be their stealth variant. And let's see. You know, it's nice. Let's see. But I don't think you really gain too much functionality. It looks like there is a turret there, but it's kind of hard to see. Kind of hard to see up there. I don't have the... Yeah, it's like a scanner array up there. So what I figured out though is if you pull up the ship matrix, okay, so I'm going to drag over the ship matrix, right? If you pull over the ship matrix and you buy the RC, the Ranger RC, you get the your default loaner vehicle is the Cyclone, which is this one. So instead of paying $55, let's go back. So here's the RC CV. This is the so you pay $35 instead of $55, right? Because if I go back to the main page here and we can see, and I'm not recommending this, I'm just trying to give a little bit of insight. And you go, let me go store page, standalone. We're gonna drag this over for a second, and we're gonna, oh wow, it's sold out. So a minute ago this wasn't sold out. We'll just go down to Cyclone. and you'll see that. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? You got to make sure that it says IAE on the end of it. Otherwise, you get the 6-month insurance. Where are you? Okay, here we go. See how they say IAE? So instead of paying 55, you pay 35. And so you get it. You kind of get, and then when it does come out, you know, and you can just wait until. And usually they release the concept ships at an IAE event. So when they do release it, if you still want to pick up the Cyclone, you can get like where are all the okay, and here are the combat variants. So here's your missile AA, right, with your racks. This is this yeah, this is turreted, right? Rent. And so it doesn't, you have to have a crew member, turret this. So this is the TR. Let's see if the TR was in the ship matrix. So yeah, the TR is in the ship matrix. So if I buy the Ranger TR, then I get the Cyclone TR also. So, and let's go back and look at the, let's see, let's go back and see if the TR, yeah, so here is 30 CVRC TR, so it's 40 for that one. But so you basically, you say, if you do both of those, you end up saving yourself. I mean, it's subjective, right? Because you're not really saving yourself. But let's go back here. Let's go back here. And see what they have for the hollows. So they have the, this is supposed to be like your luxury air cruise liner. This has been in concept forever. And then this one is, oh, here are your bikes. Here are your bikes. I really thought that the bikes would, so, I mean, they're a decent size, but yeah. Right, and so these are, I think these are the same one. They just have different, you know, yeah, they look like the, no. Yeah, they're the same bike. Okay. Just to give some perspective, I guess. But yeah, they really have, all they have down here is the tumbril stuff. Wow, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting that, but, and you know, also a thing too about nice about the bikes is once the bikes come in, they'll be much smaller, so you'll be able to stick a couple of them. 2 of them will probably be the size of one tumbril. Listen to the audio. You guys over here having a conversation. It's wild. So I don't know. It's not, you know, nothing too exciting. I was kind of hoping they'd have the armor sets. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. I hope it gives some insight. I don't know. You think that'll fit? I don't think that'll fit. Maybe I'm trying to kind of line up the. All right, folks. Thanks for watching.